If you keep ending up in the same kind of relationship, it's probably not about the people you're picking. It's about the beliefs that pick them for you. Hey, I'm Kristen, and today I want to talk about something I see all the time with clients. Those smart, self-aware people who still feel stuck in the same emotional patterns, especially in relationships. What we're talking about today is attachment. How your subconscious and your body learn to handle connection, closeness, and emotional safety long before you ever knew what a boundary or a red flag was. And the big idea? Most people are walking around with emotional rules they didn't choose, but they're still following them like they're facts. And the worst part is we're unaware of them. One of my clients, successful, intelligent, introspective, came to me saying, I always end up with emotionally unavailable men, every time. Her strategy, try harder, communicate better, try to get him to open up more. And still same pattern, different person, same feeling. Sound familiar? If you've ever had a relationship where you logically knew things should be working, but emotionally it felt like a roller coaster, you're not just reacting from stress, you're reacting from wiring. Not just your nervous system, but your subconscious mind, which has been storing emotional patterns ever since childhood. So let's break this down. Attachment styles aren't personality types. They're survival strategies your body and brain developed when you were small and still figuring out what love meant. These subconscious rules often show up in our adult relationships. So here's a simplified overview. Secure attachment. You have a core belief of, I can be close or separate without panic. I trust the connection. Typical behavior is being comfortable with intimacy and independence. You can handle conflict without it feeling like the end of a relationship. Anxious attachment. You have a core belief that love can disappear at any moment, and so you have to stay hyper-aware. Typical behavior is worrying about being abandoned, overthinking texts, needing frequent reassurance, and you can kind of feel clingy or overly preoccupied with the relationship. Avoidant attachment. You have a core belief that being close means losing control, so you need to stay distant to be safe. Typical behaviors include keeping partners at arm's length, valuing independence over closeness, and shutting down or withdrawing when emotions run high. And then there's disorganized or fearful avoidant attachment. So this is a mix of anxious and avoidant fears with the core belief that I want closeness, but closeness feels dangerous. I can't trust people, but I also can't stand being alone. So some typical behavior is going to be this push-pull cycle where you might crave intimacy, but panic when it shows up. And you might swing between clinginess and coldness. And these styles live in your subconscious and are backed by your nervous system. So you're not just thinking these patterns, you're feeling them in real time. So here's where shit gets real. By age 7, your subconscious has already formed core beliefs about relationships. And those beliefs come from the way love, attention, and emotional safety showed up or didn't in your home. So if love felt conditional, your subconscious might say, okay, to be loved, I have to perform. If love was inconsistent, then closeness equals chaos. You need to control things to feel safe. These rules become filters, and here's the twist. Your brain doesn't seek out what's healthy. It seeks out what's familiar. That's why anxious people often end up with avoidant partners, because that dance feels like home, even if it hurts. It's not self-sabotage, it's subconscious pattern recognition. Now, I want to point out that a lot of my clients would describe their parents as loving. They knew, logically, that their parents loved them. But for whatever reason, there were times in which it felt emotionally like that was somehow in jeopardy. So we're looking more at our perception of love and attachment, not blaming our parents for what they did or didn't do. So let's connect the dots between body and mind. Your subconscious stores the story. So people leave when I'm vulnerable, for example. Your nervous system reacts when someone pulls back, even slightly, with a spike of anxiety, a flood of cortisol, and a need to do something now. Or the opposite. Your subconscious believes closeness leads to pain or disappointment. So your nervous system reacts to intimacy with discomfort, irritation, or numbness. You suddenly need space. This is why just communicate more doesn't work if the wiring underneath is still driving fear. The real problem isn't communication, it's survival mode behavior masquerading as logic. So this part trips up a lot of high-functioning, independent people. They think they're secure because they don't need anyone. They keep their schedules full, they stay in control, they don't spiral. But often that independence is just avoidant attachment hiding under productivity. Because here's what I've seen. Many high performers avoid emotional risk by staying busy. Not consciously, but their subconscious believes if I stay in motion, I don't have to feel what's underneath. It's not fear of connection, it's fear of what connection might activate. So how do you shift towards secure? Attachment patterns aren't permanent. They're trained responses and they can be retrained. So here's what that actually looks like. Spot the old belief, I have to earn love, and then challenge it. Was that true then? Is it still true now? Slow down your reactions. Use grounding tools, body awareness, breath, not to avoid feelings, but to pause before acting on them. This also allows you to experience emotions in a safe way without overstressing your system. Choose new experiences. Stay when you want to run. Soften when you want to shut down. Let people show up and let yourself be seen. This is how secure attachment gets built. Not through hacks, but through repeated, safe, and consistent experiences. If you want to go deeper into how your subconscious, your nervous system, and those early experiences are shaping your relationships today, my book Unpacked is out now. I wrote it for people who don't just want insight, they want tools. You'll find stories, frameworks, and practical steps to start rewiring the stuff that keeps looping under the surface. Check the link in the description to get your copy. You're not broken, you're patterned, and patterns can be changed. If this video helped you see something new, hit like, subscribe, or drop a comment below. We're just getting started.